Well, I guess we're just going live. We just came from Nicole Blank's Lake Erie Coffee Bar. We talked about her sturgeon spearing, and she uses a harpoon, and I use a big 5-tine head, so that was interesting listening to her. So now we're in Coot'S kitchen here. So my wife Kathy and I are going to make some walleyes up for her mom and dad, Liz and Jerry Nyson. And we use a vacuum sealer I got from Cabela's. That was one of my Christmas gifts, so we're going to cut this open right now. Then I'm going to zipper these fish. I didn't zipper them because they were in Lake Erie, and you have to leave the fillet whole. So I'm going to drain this water out quick. All right, there's that. Now we're going to pull out the cheeks. Nice cheeks. We love doing those cheeks. Some good ones there. And we got 2 fillets. So now I'm going to zipper these fish. Got my fillet knife here. So when I zipper, we want to get rid of this lateral line, and that's the blood line also. There's pin bones in there. We're going to get rid of that. And I don't care for belly meat. We'll cut that off. So flip this over. Now we make an incision like a Y, like this. So the biggest part is when you start with this, you want to start with the belly side first. So you pull down like this. There's that fillet. And now we're going to pull out the whole zippery pin bones. I'm not pin bones, lateral bones and mud line. So that's all junk. I don't prefer to eat that, which I don't like. Then what I'll do, I'll cut these into walleye bites. They cook a lot faster when we deep fry them. So we got those. And I'll show you one that's going to be for baking. So same thing, put an incision here, one there. Start with the belly meat. Perfect. And then comes the pin bones. Okay, so that broke off a little bit, so I'm going to recut it. Oh, I guess it did come out. So this piece, we are going to bake this, and the way I like baked is mayonnaise, Hellmann's, and fresh grated Parmesan cheese. Take a cup of each, mix it up as a paste, and you paste that on there. You can grill it or bake it. And also, this is my favorite, I'll get this. I like your slap your mama white pepper. I'll sprinkle that on top to give it a little color and a little Cajun taste. It's really good. So that one's for bacon. Here's our scrap. I'll just keep on continuing doing what I'm doing. Cut the incision, the Y. Start with the belly meat.
Where do these fish come from?
These are Lake Erie walleyes. So there's that piece again. Now here's one of the big ones right there. So you can see that brown line. That's what we're going to get rid of right there. So I always lay the belly up front, up top. Take the Y, start with the belly, pull apart. There's that one. And I do not like this either, so I cut that off. Don't want that. There we go. So there's that one. And now we'll start with this one. Get the rest of the bones out of it. Oh, see, now it broke, so all you have to do is recut that a little bit to grab it, and you can feel it pull right out. So it's all boneless fillets there. Same thing with this one. Belly first. There we go. Oh, this one broke off a little bit, so we'll have to redo that one. There's that. Okay, good. One more, a bigger one. They actually want you to keep the big walleyes when you go to Lake Erie fishing. They call them piranhas over there. They eat everything and anything. That's why they're trying to get rid of the bigger fish, so the little ones have some food. So, okay, so that one broke off, so I got some of that there. I'm going to trim that. There's that. And strip back here again.
Any questions?
So if there's any questions, just let me know, or comments. We're just going through this to show you. So there's all the bones out of that one. Oh, don't want that scrap there. So I'm going to leave this one for baking. This one's going to be a pan fryer here. I should say deep fry. And they fry up real quick when you chunk them out like this. That way you don't have to have a whole fillet sitting on your table. People kind of appreciate that instead of taking a whole fillet. So the thinner ones are going to be the deep frying here. So I hope Liz and Jerry are pretty hungry tonight, because we're going to have a lot of fish. Let's see here. Leave that one for bacon, that one for bacon.
It's Lent season.
Yep, that too.
Do you keep the cheeks?
Yes, right here. Freshwater scallops, we call them. Kathy does a hell of a job on making, what do you use again?
Panko, garlic, olive oil, lemon pepper, and we saute them in a pan. Excellent. With a little bit of butter.
So tomorrow I will be down at the Outdoorsman's Sportsman's Rummage Sale in Fond du Lac at the fairgrounds. Goes from 8 o'clock till I believe 3 or 4. So I'll be walking around down there. Gonna see my buddy Donnie from River House. He sells a lot of my Coot'S lures, and I think that's it right now. We can start breading now, right?
Well, Robert Klaus wants to know what time lunch is. It's not lunch, it's dinner, Robert.
Dinner, yeah.
And hello, y'all, watching from Georgia.
Georgia. Hello, Georgia.
What are you making?
We are going to do some baked walleye. These are my baked walleye fillets. We're going to use Hellmann's mayonnaise, 1 cup, and 1 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. We make a paste, and we lay that paste on top of there. Then I use my favorite Slap Your Mama white pepper, a little Cajun, give it a little kick, and we sprinkle that on top, and we can bake it or grill it. So right now I am going to put my walleye bites and cheeks into the egg wash milk here.
Oh, watching from Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Hello, Canada. So if you have any questions or comments, please bring them on. I like to answer stuff. This is the way we do it here. So I'm going to throw my cheeks in here. Get those in there, soaking. So, our 2 favorite types of breading are right here. So we use Shore Lunch, we have Original, and we have Cajun. We mix the 2 together, which is in this pan right here. So I'm going to bread those right now. Ooh, freshwater scallops, baby.
We like to try different breadings.
Yep. So are we deep frying these or pan frying tonight?
We're deep frying them.
All right, these will be deep fried then.
So it's 3 eggs and a cup of milk.
Oh, you get enough here to feed an army tonight. I might have to invite you down, Bobby. So if you guys like to be guided on the Bay of Green Bay, Bob Klaus of Fin Fanatics is a great fisherman. He's a club member. He's also our secretary at the Sheboygan Walleye Club. Give him a shot if you need to go guided. He does a great job. We had a fun time last week, Thursday, up on the Fox River. catching some walleyes and catfish, and a couple whitefish we caught also.
Barry and Lisa, sometimes a bread with salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, that's interesting.
We'll have to try that out because we like to experiment, don't we?
Yep.
I know another thing that we like to do is we use this Andes. We've done that before. We like to mix breading. Usually, if you have a Cajun and a regular, we like to mix the two. But when we travel, we do pick up different breadings from different parts of the United States when we travel, and then we like to try different things. But so far, this is what we like the best.
So what the walleye say when he hit the brick wall? Damn. I know, dad jokes, what can I say? Yeah, Winnebago is wide open right now. All I see is water out there. All the ice is shoved over to the east shore right now. So I think ice fishing is pretty much done. Sturgeon spearing, I haven't looked at the total numbers, but I think it was over 400, which is pretty good for how many people that did go out there and fish. Because the ice conditions were pretty bad. But I didn't get a sturgeon. I didn't see one either. So still going to try it next year if we have a season. We will find out in June on the ruling on it. They want to put the sturgeon on the endangered species list, and if they do that, we will not see spearing ever again. So if you want to voice your opinion, please get a hold of our senators and representatives to change this if we can change their minds on it. Any more questions out there?
Yeah, a lot of people watching though.
Yeah, they like watching me work.
What fish are you cooking?
We're doing walleyes tonight. I'm pretty much a walleye guy, but I do love eating perch and bluegills and crappies. But I pretty much target walleyes. I design my own trolling rods, my own crankbaits, firefly planer board lights, and the Magnetco for fishing.
Steve Hammerson says, this is the best show at lunchtime. Keep it going, Coot.
So do you think I should do this at lunchtime, Hammer? Sounds like it's a good thing to do, huh? Yeah, don't forget, we got our class reunion this year. 45 years. I'm getting to be an old man.
Steve Hammerson says, always.
Always, okay. We like content. We like opinions, comments. You know, I just try to make things better for everybody if we can.
Doug wants to know if you save your leftover breading.
Yes, we put it in the freezer.
Usually sift it and throw it in the freezer. If there's any left over. If it's very little, we usually throw it away.
So what I'm actually breading here is walleyes, and we call them walleye bites. It's a lot easier to deep fry or pan fry these little chunks and morsels. That way the person doesn't feel like they have to take a whole big side fillet or anything like that. So I'll be making my own tartar sauce. For tartar sauce, I use Hellman's mayonnaise. I like using pickle relish, dill relish, I should say, not sweet, but dill. And then I use yellow mustard. Also, I put in smoky horseradish and a little bit of lime into it.
Hollow Log Garden says, oh wow, haven't met walleye yet. Laugh out loud. Last night we went fishing and we caught channel catfish.
Yeah, it's unusual for this time of year, but I guess they're getting kind of perky. You want to start eating something.
I think Hollow Log Garden is from Georgia. I'm not sure. Where are you from?
We're going to be heading down to Florida next week, Thursday. Be down there with my good friend Keith Cavallas, fishing with him off of his boat. We do deep sea fishing, and hopefully we can get a hold of Mike Raybon. He is also a charter captain guide out there. He does all the inshore fishing.
Yep, Hollow Log Garden is from Georgia.
Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. So if you have any comments or questions, please ask. I'm trying to go as fast as I can on breading this stuff.
I'm not sure how many walleyes are down in Georgia.
I don't think they have any water down there for walleyes, but a lot of catfish, I bet, and bass, of course. I'm not a bass fisherman, but I do have the rattling wasps. They do catch walleyes and bass, that's for sure. So this will be on Facebook also, and YouTube, TikTok. My son Aaron, he is my master social media guru, so he takes care of me very well. And I'm happy that my whole family is going to be going down to Florida so we can actually fish together and have some fun and have some good eats down there.
Steve Stark says cooking with Coot.
Steve Starks, he's one of my guys that came out and watched and helped sturgeon spearing with me, but we didn't catch nothing, or we didn't see nothing. How's that, right,
Spear
Steve?
anything.
We had a good time. Appreciate you coming out. I got a lot of good reports. I went on Facebook looking for someone to come out and sturgeon spear with me.
Ooh, Alaska Outdoors Television is
I'm
watching.
gonna take this stuff off quick here.
Little recap. Shore lunch breading. We usually pick it up at Menards in Oshkosh or Fleet Farm. I do believe they have it at most of those stores. Not sure if they have it in the other states, but this is what we like to do. Mix the two together, gives them a little zing. Our walleye bites. That's what I leftover breading. There's a little bit, so we'll probably end up saving it.
So there's my process of Coot'S lures. We're going to deep fry some walleyes tonight. We have walleye cheeks. We didn't have any wings in this one. I do save the wings on the bigger fish. That'll be probably another video. I will be going to Lake Erie April 21st till June 1st, so I'll be there for 6 weeks. Should have a lot of great content for catching walleyes. We'll be talking about how I troll. I got invited by Lance Valentine. He's over in Detroit River, so we're going to jig fish with him. That should be a great time. My group of guys that are going to go with me then love to jig fish, so they're all chomping at the bit on that one.
I wonder if you can, Alaska Outdoors Television, what do you think about us, what we're doing here in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
What do you got in Alaska that we can do?
Well, we got halibut fishing up there. We got salmon fishing up there. I have not been to Alaska yet. My wife has, when her mom and dad lived in Alaska. She had a great time. I think you fished the Kenai River, right?
Yep.
Caught some salmon there, so that looked like a lot of fun. Yeah, Alaska's probably a bucket list of ours, for sure. We have to get up there and do that kind of fishing.
Maybe we can work out some with Alaska Outdoor Television.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Otherwise, we're pretty much done for right now. We're going to show you our cooking tonight. We'll show you our baked walleyes that we're going to do with my mayonnaise, Hellman's mayonnaise, and fresh grated Parmesan cheese, and slap your mama, white pepper. That's my Cajun I go to right there. So I'll be sprinkling that on our baked walleyes for tonight. So until then, I think that's all I got right now. So thank you very much for following and sharing, and let's go fishing.